Greetings, greetings, greetings. Happy week, everyone. Happy October, whatever it is. I believe it's maybe the 19th. I don't know. Today is the 20th. Now that I no longer teach school, I'm not so strapped into the dates. But welcome, 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 everyone. Let me turn this ringer off. I hope that you beautiful, 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 lovely, lovely, handsome masculines and beautiful divine feminines are doing well this week. We're going to look at our energy for the week and see where we need to focus. Now we're going to pull our archetypal energy for the week. Let's look at what kind of, the dead end. Have we hit a dead end somewhere? The shaman, the healer. Let's look at what our archetypal energies are for this week. And then we're going to go into a few cards to tell us about the overall energies. I'm going to pull some oracle messages. And then we will dig a bit into some of the specifics. So I hope you all are prospering this week and feeling empowered. I want to make sure I get this to where you can really kind of see, because it's looking kind of, I'm going to have to move it out like this. Pardon me. Let's see. You can see here. Can you see here? Yes. And we can about here, right? Okay. So I hope everybody's feeling productive this week and that you are determining the landscape of your life, and that the blueprint that you're forming from within your energy field is a productive and positive one that's yielding good results for you regardless of what's going on around you. Remember, we don't pay attention to the matter and what's happening around us. Okay, that's just the remnants of what we were thinking yesterday. Okay, not literally yesterday, but as in the past. So when we want to change that, we have to remain grounded in the present and focus on the vibrations that we have right now in this moment. All right, Spirit, what do we have? Y'all know I got to do something about these cards because they're so beautiful, but they're hard as heck. That one said the womb. So what are y'all cultivating? What are you birthing? Huh? You know, that's the thing. You get these beautiful cards and you can hardly use them because of the way they try to be cute when they make them. And then they give you this really crazy card stock. It makes it virtually doggone impossible. I'm going to have to treat each one of these cards separately. I'm going to do that offline. I'm not going to do this on you guys' time, but this is kind of frustrating because I love the deck. But doggone it, if you can't get the messages out, what's the point? I don't do well with these circular cards anyway. Let me try something a little different. Spirit, we want a jumper. Give us the message, please. What's the archetypal energy for us this week? Guess what? We're going with this, y'all. Look, the dead end. It wanted to come up. We saw it in the beginning. We wanted to come up, y'all. This is card 40, the dead end. So this could be situations in life where things are coming to a close, or it could be situations in life where you feel as though you're at a dead end and you don't quite know which way to go, and you think you have pulled out your hair and done every possible thing that you can, and you are at a wit's end. Feel like you have hit a roadblock or a dead end. But let's look at the energy here. Oh, and it does say contrary to what its name implies, but this is the energy that I feel. You see all the bramble bush? So we're going with that. Okay, the dead end is, though, y'all, very much alive. Okay, it's a force that stops us from moving forward as planned, as it is thick and dense. It's uncompromising, a wall beyond walls with every bramble. Look at that. Thorn and stone. It simply states, no more, child. You've reached the last page of this chapter. So, y'all, we've been closing out some stuff for a while in this group. Folks been closing out some stuff, our Patreon members. It's natural to resist the last page of this chapter. It's very resistance and struggle even harder to make our way to prove our point, to hold on to what was. So, y'all, this is about almost a struggle that happens when it's time to really let go. When you run up against that wall, when you're at that dead end, there's no more where to go, and you're stuck in that bramble, but you still find yourself resisting, fighting with life. All right, so it's important to see the end as a new beginning. and to recognize that there are doors opening all around you. And it may not be the ones that you planned on, all right, but nevertheless, they are doors. And so look at that. So this is like, hey, wait a minute, stop fighting, stop the madness. So this is the energy of this week. So this is like letting go. So maybe you've been fighting a dead end for some time. Your back has been up against the wall. You've been feeling some kind of way about something, or life has been unfolding for you in a particular direction, and you might find yourself, you know, like in some kind of resistance. By the way, y'all, this is archetypes. So this is the wild unknown. This is the same company that produces two more decks, Animal Spirit, the Wild Unknown, and then there's one that I have upstairs. But yeah, so you've been at it in some way for a while, and whatever is going on, maybe you have not wanted to see something closing out, and when you get to the dead end, it's like, look, you're gonna see this closing out whether you want to or not. This thing is coming to a close. Okay, so what's closing out, Spirit? What's closing out? Let's first look at another one of these energies. Okay, let's look at the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit. Get some of that on the table. All right, see what's going on with that. Spirit, what do we need to know? What does the Animal Spirit, Wild Unknown, want to tell us? I usually don't take jumpers, but we got that owl there. You know, that owl has vision. That owl sees things. That owl is a seer. It has insight. Y'all know the snake is about healing. It's about shedding that old skin. So we got that again. I see the phoenix in here. The raccoon is about being strategic, rising from the dead. Otter is busybody, building your life. Okay, I'm going to say elephant is taking the time to notice what's around you. Taking your time, going with the flow, but being very vigilant. So we have snake and owl. Beautiful there. Let's see what snake has to say, because I do believe we're talking about a healing energy here. We're talking about creative potential, and the snake sheds its skin, so you know that. So it's about the unawakened or untapped potential within. What would life look like if you woke it up? So this is charismatic, it's creativity. This is not stopping and starting. This is a symbol of our highest potential. Okay, it is said that Shakti is our creative life force, lies dormant at the base of our spine in the form of a coiled snake. Regardless of whether this image rings true for you, it's well worth considering. All right, the amount of unawakened or untapped potential. So it's almost as if in order for you to tap into this, you have to take stock of that. Okay, in order for you to go within and really unleash something that needs to be unleashed within you, you're going to have to come to terms with that dead end. So let's look at the owl message and see what that's all about. And that owl is air energy. I'm almost positive we're talking about air here. Abundance, clairvoyant, like I said, insight, treasures. The owl is a mysterious and otherworldly creature found in folklore from east to west. The white owl in this particular deck is the companion of the goddess Lakshmi. So we have the Shakti, the life force energy, and now we have Lakshmi, one of my favorite, because she's the goddess of abundance, representing wealth, beauty, and good fortune. When the owl call appears, it's an omen that a boon or treasure is on the way, either in spiritual or material form. With owl wisdom on your side, you'll see and know exactly what to do with this boon. Now, if you all are interested in an investment group that I'm participating in, and you want to go in, is at the $2,000 level, but you want to bring a partner in for $1,000 and $1,000. This is a great group. It's moving quickly. I haven't been in long. I've already moved up. The person that brought me in had a turnaround in 2 weeks, somewhere around 2 weeks almost. So this is beautiful, but I've been pulling a lot of pentacles lately. I feel like it has to do with that. This is a card of boon. Now, normally I associate this strictly with the clairvoyance and the intuitive, but this is about abundance, treasures. Okay, so this could also be about what's going on in your life in terms of abundance and treasures, and you being able to tap into your creative potential once you put a stop to what this dead end is trying to show you. Now, remember, y'all, whenever we hold on to things longer than we need to in our lives, they function as major blockages. They block up our energy. They tie up our emotions. and they prevent us from moving forward on our evolutionary path, which means we delay the inevitable. And sometimes in delaying the inevitable, we aren't always able to come back and capture that. We just are not. So that's pretty amazing there. This is a beautiful message, because I feel like this is connected. At the base of this is this new beginning, this place where you're going to be tapping into your creative potential. We have this owl over here, which is saying go for it. Look at this jump. Follow your intuition. Follow your intuition right to the boom. So now we're looking at this abundance angels deck, and let's pull a message out of here for us, okay? What's the abundance deck want to say to us? What's a message for us? Okay, something wants to jump out, wants us to pay attention to this, okay? So let's see what this is about. Quiet retreat. So maybe you need a little bit more reflection, a little bit more quiet time, a little bit more time to kind of go within. Maybe some of you are planning a getaway. It's possible, and you want to go somewhere. Or you may just be setting up a sanctuary in your home, or a place that gives you a sense of peace. So it's telling you to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. So creating this quiet time for yourself so that you can develop a greater degree of clarity. Whenever we have something ending and new things beginning, we can have mixed feelings about what's on the other side of where we are currently, and we need that quiet retreat. And this quiet retreat, y'all, you can integrate this in all the time. You can find times during the day to integrate that quiet retreat in. And we have dreams of abundance on the bottom. Okay, so these are the divinely guided ideas that you've been getting that are trying to poke you and prod you, giving you the ideas and the solutions to help you reach your dreams. So if you're dreaming a lot, this is a time to record your dreams in your dream journal. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I have never used this dream decoder. I use this for my spiritual mentoring clients. I feel like I just saw the treasure card, y'all, too. I feel like I want to pull a card for somebody in our group from this deck. So let's look at a message in here. What's the dream decoder got to say? What does the dream decoder have to say for us? What does the dream decoder have to say? Ooh, we see snake again. Look at that. Snake. Let's see. I think that card is supposed to be this way. They kind of fall. Maybe. I don't know. Let me just put it back. So these cards have themes of things that we need to focus our attention on. Let's see, Spirit. What does the dream decoder want us to know? Tapping into that Akashic field. Figure out what other messages. Transport. For some of you guys, this is travel. Okay, this is movement. Any mode of travel is likely to convey a message about the way you're making progress. So you're moving, y'all. You got momentum. Okay, you do have a destination. You are going somewhere. All right. So this is about are you being driven or are you driving? Are you the passenger or are you the one navigating? Are you being passive? And could you benefit from taking more control? You need to drive your own life forward. The direction and speed of travel will offer further interpretive clues. Aircraft in dreams suggest new experiences and excitement. Bicycles indicate a need for balance. There may be opposing forces or people you need to reconcile. If you're in a bus or a coach, this suggests conformity. Given the association water carriers, boats, or ships point to an exploration of your emotional life. Trains can mean you're too dependent on others or insufficiently flexible. Though if you're the driver, perhaps others depend on you. Cars represent the image you present. Caravans or trailers can suggest an unconventional approach. So this is about you asking, how are you traveling in life? Where are you traveling in life? Are you in the driver's seat? Are you in the passenger seat? How are things moving in your life? Looking at the type of imagery that you seem to be experiencing, and then determining whether or not that image is speaking to empowerment or if it's speaking to a need for you to take more stock of how you can be a more active participant in where you are headed in your life. So that's a very interesting message. That's a message of empowerment and reflection. I'm going to pull something from this Crystal Spirits Tarot. Well, Crystal Spirits Oracle. What is the message? What do the crystals want us to know? Rose quartz. Oh, y'all know this stone is associated with the heart chakra. All right, so this is healing your heart. This can also be opening your heart up. This is about love as well. So we have a beautiful, light-hearted message here with the color pink. This is a great message to work with. A great message to work with, but also a great stone to work with if you're doing, you're trying to raise a vibration in your love life, or if you're working on self-love and self-worth. So let's take a look at this. It's a beautiful energy there. Self-love, self-worth, being enough, worthiness. When rose quartz spirit appears, you're called to pay attention to one of the most wonderful creations of the conscious universe that's ever brought into being, and that's you. Have you forgotten how beautiful you are? You have so many strengths and a unique set of qualities that will be like magical superpowers as you walk the healing path. The more you heal, the more you step into your power. The more you step into your power, the more you're able to embrace your divine birthright. And that's what this is about. Because when you start doing this, when you start putting an end to things that you need to let go of, and you get your wings and you're able to move into abundance, you're able to heal, you're able to release that creative life force energy, that Shakti, that this in and of itself has to do with making decisions that honor you and value you, and moving forward, and really being willing to recognize when something is at a dead end, and understanding that life is a series of experiences. Things rise and arise and they subside. All right, which means it's like this. And if we start to recognize that we move in and out of experiences in life that are designed to grow us, then we're able to flow a little bit more, and we're able to kind of let go. Rose quartz spirit has come to remind you of your soul's worth. Many people will benefit simply from knowing you and being in your presence, drinking in the love that radiates from your heart. Trust that the conscious universe is always there to fill you up with the power of love, whether you need it, whenever you need it, and remind you that you're worthy of all that you seek. You are an exquisite expression of divinity. So the relationship message is, it's time for you to be aware of how quickly you forget your beauty and worth. Have you been falling into a comparison trap and convincing yourself that you aren't good enough? No. Let go of that scarcity mentality, that comparison, y'all, that disease of comparison. Let this stuff go, all right? So that you can amplify and experience more prosperity. So it's a day to connect with what you see and love in others, and feel the presence of those attributes within yourself. So this is a positive mirroring that you're being asked to do. Know that you have all you need, and you will see your relationship reflecting that you're worthy of what you desire. Prosperity message is a time to be mindful of how quickly you can fall into false beliefs about not being enough, and take action towards acknowledging your self-worth. So it's a day for loving yourself and recognizing all that is good and beautiful and true about you. Discover the incredibleness, I like that, of you that the conscious universe knows and loves. Then it'll be easier to let go of the old ways of relating to abundance in the world. You will see that it is yours to enjoy, that you are worthy of the affluence and wealth you seek. Step into fully accepting that you deserve a firm foundation of material wealth. So this is about material wealth as well, and reshaping how you see abundance, and looking at the many gifts you have that have been long hidden from your awareness. This is beautiful. Letting go of the old ways and relating to abundance in the world. Rose quartz, in other words, seeing all the abundance around you helps you to redefine abundance. When you start looking at all the abundance around you, it's almost like an act of gratitude. It's like an act of worship that brings great reward with it. Rose quartz is often identified with romantic love, but this beautiful stone, in fact, encourages us to experience love in its myriad forms. So love and acceptance of yourself, love and acceptance of the people around you, including their limitations. Love as in the experiential love that you will share with a mate. Rose quartz encompasses all expressions of love, including self-love. So meditate with this stone, okay, and bring in some of that loving, healing, beautiful frequency. Lovely. That's a beautiful message right there. Okay, I like that. Bottom of the deck, we have hematite. So I'm going to tell you to stay grounded, okay? Keep those feet on the ground. Do what you need to do to stay grounded, all right? Now let's take a look at some of the more particular messages we have here. This is a pretty big deck. This is 2 decks combined. This is the Crystal Vision Tarot. Spirit, what are the major arcana messages for us this week? Major arcana messages. Reading getting a little long, so I'm going to be moving kind of quick. Otherwise, it's going to take a lifetime to upload. Major arcana messages. Major arcana messages. What do you want us learning this week? What do you want us learning this week? The moon. Okay? Things we can't see. Illusions. Psychic debris. Things that become clearer sometimes at night because they're obscured by the distractions. Look for what in your life you may not be seeing because you're so distracted. Something you need to take a closer look at. Something that you need to be able to recognize. It could be some part of you that is howling out and in need of recognition. Something that you need to see within yourself. That's what comes to me when I look at this card here. But these are about things that lie beneath the surface that sometimes we don't always see. It's calling your attention to that. This card is also letting you know that things are coming up for your review, for you to pay attention to them. So it's very, very interesting here, because when I see this card, I feel as though there are things you need to take stock of, things you need to see. Sometimes it's about a lack of transparency, secrecy. Sometimes it's about being a little loony, all right? But y'all know we're moving towards that full moon, so perhaps there's something that some of us are going to be seeing. We have that star card down there. Let me do these again. Too many cards fall out. I see the Hermit card. That's Virgo. That's you going within. That's you taking some solitary time. That's you trusting your inner vision, your inner knowing, your inner light, following your inner light. Okay, and then here we have the Empress. Y'all, we know what this is about. We had an abundance last week. This is you being at the center of things. This is you commanding your divine feminine power. This is you moving about in the world, making things happen, drawing and attracting abundance to you. This is a key, remember, with the Empress, is she attracts. She radiates beautifully that which is on the inside, which is peace and tranquility, but also a knowingness and a magician and alchemy-like energy that allows her to bring and magnetize those things into her life because of the life force energy that she nurtures within. This is a beautiful card. You can see she is very abundant. The fruit, the butterfly, she's in transformation. She's changing. Here she's very fertile. She's either birthing something or something is marinating. So we're talking about projects, ideas. This could be you moving around in your life in the workplace. This could be you in a relationship. Usually this card here speaks to where you are in multiple areas of your life. So we could be talking about love and relationship, as well as what you are bringing into your life in terms of the blessings of your career or your own personal business or your family life. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. Okay, so very interesting here. Very, very interesting here. So the Empress and the Moon. Let's look at how those two cards might possibly be related. And again, the High Priestess card. So maybe there's another energy, an unexpected energy that's coming in. Something else, again, that you need to see. This is also about your manifesting power. You are going within and tapping into the unseen and the spirit of life force in order to manifest these things into your life. You could be in between light and dark for some of you all, but I really feel like this is you coming to your power by taking the time to look at things in your life that maybe you hadn't been willing to see before. What is the relationship between the Moon and the Empress? What is the relationship, doggone it, between the Moon and the Empress? I feel like seeing your opportunities. What is the relationship between the Moon and the Empress? I got to get a handle on these cards, double decks. Too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's a relationship? I saw the 7 of Cups. We also had a 5 of Swords down here. So this would be like after a defeating situation, realizing that you have options. So being willing to consider all of your options because you are the Empress. Let's get one more card. The Moon and the Empress. What do we need to know? Dang. 8 of Wands turns up, face up. So we'll go with these two. Movement. Okay, movement, y'all. Movement. We also have the King of Wands here. Very interesting. So the Moon and the Empress. So it could be possible something you need to pay attention as it relates to this new burst of energy, which feels very abundant that you're feeling coming in. Excuse me just a second. I'm not going to be able to get this. Wow. Okay, so so it could be related to that. We also have the movement of something coming into your life that is representing huge manifesting energy. This could be someone that is an entrepreneur. When we talk about the King of Wands, we talk about someone with a lot of passion. We talk about someone, when we talk about the upright King of Wands, we're talking about oftentimes someone who's charismatic, who's a leader, but as well as very grounded. They know how to move things forward. There's movement here. There's lots of movement. Perhaps you are moving towards this energy. Perhaps you are stepping into this energy. Okay, so if this is clarifying the Moon and the Empress, then you may be in a situation where you're moving something forward, or something is moving, or you are moving towards a masculine energy, or it could be that you're moving towards a fuller expression of what it is that you are seeking. With this Moon card here, it really is like, remember I said you're answering, you could be answering the how or the call. So it could be that something is arising within you from the darkness and you're feeling a certain momentum and you're moving towards that as well. Okay, what else do we need to know? Let's pull 4 cards. 1. Have a 9 of Cups here. What else do we need to know? Doggone it. I love these big decks, but I got to get a handle on them with these hands of mine. 9 of Cups is always a beautiful card. 7 of Pentacles. What else do we need to know about the 8 of Wands and the King of Wands? What else do we need to know? This is something that is an answer to your prayer. Perhaps it's something that you've been cultivating. It is an answer to your prayer. There's a lot of movement, but on some level, for some of you all, it involves walking away from something, perhaps that you have loved and nurtured, or turning your back on something in order to be able to see something else. I'm seeing the Moon here, or in order to be able to answer the call of what is arising within you from the darkness. It is as if you're moving away from something to move towards something. So this is beautiful. I really do feel like the Moon and the Empress are connected to something that you're giving life to, that perhaps you had not been heretofore. And this involves walking away. Now we have walking away from what? Perhaps something you've been nurturing, okay, as well. But we could also be looking at this 9 of Cups as the happiness prayer, or the answer to something that will bring emotional fulfillment and fullness, that is potentially a long-term situation. So this could be a job that some of you guys are taking on, or a project that you're nurturing that has a lot of promise to it. Okay, and we have the 2 of Wands. I'm going to pull one more card, because with this 2 of Wands here, that's very interesting. It kind of wanted to come out a little bit reverse. We have to be able to read these in multiple ways. So intuitively, when I look at this card, it's like we know we get to a crossroads, right? And we're moving forward. Sometimes we have one thing we want to hold on to, or that keeps us stuck in the past in order to move forward. So this is about making a choice, taking action to manifest your heart's desires. This is about 2. So you know we're talking about decisions. Sometimes we're talking about duality. We're talking about those things that we struggle with internally. When I look at this card, we know this is a card of action. It's a card of movement. If you are considering an entrepreneurial opportunity, this is about letting something go so that you can get something else. But this particular 2 of Wands is not just about manifesting. I feel that the the major message in this particular one is like moving forward. You can't move forward looking back. There's something that is coming into your life that is bearing fruit, that represents an offer that stands to bring in happiness, that stands to bring in love, that stands to bring in deep emotional fulfillment. And it's definitely coming towards you when we look at the way these cards are here. So whatever it is you're considering, it's moving pretty quickly. It may have some long-term implications to it, but at the center of this is this card here, which is a move towards self-love and self. We talked about this rose quartz. I had a feeling that when this card came up, we were talking about a love situation here, but I didn't want to be premature. But this card here is about leaving something that no longer serves you. Walking away, letting go, having reached a dead end, unwillingly, and perhaps not easily, but needing to walk away. And this card is like not to look back. But then we have this coming your direction. So it looks like with whoever this message is for, look at that at the bottom of the deck. We have the Knight of Wands. This is definitely lover energy. This is definitely, we have the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and we have the King of Wands. So, and we have all of these cups on the table. So here we got Cups and Pentacles and the Empress energy, which encompasses all of these. So when we look at the total of what, the totality of what is on this table here, there are things that are still coming up that are remaining to be seen. But I feel like there's an urge coming from within the depths of you at this time, whomever is identifying with this reading. And this urge has to do with the life force energy, the Shakti that is rising to the surface. And it has to do with your desire for abundance, but also fulfilling your creative potential. These things are healing. We have this energy of the dead end, which is things haven't reached a point where we make the decision to honor ourselves and we forge ahead. But in order to do that, we are needing to make a choice. With this King of Wands energy on the table, this is that fast moving energy. This is that energy where there's heat, there's passion. Knight of Cups is the love offer, the potential for emotional fulfillment, for happiness, for desire fulfillment. And Eight of Wands is energy, movement, momentum. With the King of Wands, this person is moving fast or they have deep feelings for you. This is something that is more than just a fly by night. Let's get some clarity on this Seven of Pentacles. Spirit, reveal to us what the Seven of Pentacles. I'll say that's a revelation, the way that jumped up out of the deck. We're going to pull a couple cards. We have the World card that's face up in the deck. I was getting ready to turn it over. This is some lessons you've learned. This is that circular energy, that dead end energy. This is that I'm ready to integrate the things that I've learned. I'm closing out some things. Four of Wands. So what did we say about this Seven of Pentacles energy? This has some long-term ramification to it. This has... this is what this is building, right? This is slow and steady wins the race. This is the energy of putting the time and effort into something that we want to manifest in our careers, in our businesses, in our home life, in our relationship life. This is stability here. Another Wands card. This is also the 1111 card. So this can be about real sacred union here. Divine life partner. Some of you may say soulmate, twin flame. But this is about the possibility and potential, or this is heralding, or this is bringing in that future energy of sanctuary, stability, the number 4, happiness, home, relationship, marriage. So this is beautiful here. So what you are having the potential to build here in this situation, if this is you taking action on a job or in your career, this is an excellent sign. This is saying leave the old situation, move into the new. You're in the vortex right now. Follow your heart and soul's yearnings. Tap into what it is that you really want, that values you. Value yourself. This will be quick moving. You'll make lots of gains. There will be promotions. This will be emotionally fulfillment. This will give you a sense of command over your life. For the rest of you that this has to do with the love situation, this is something new on the horizon. This is not something I feel that has been, because we have this card here, or if it has been, it's more of a new energy. So this is asking you to take a look at that. Okay. Underneath the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So we have all the knights here, except that grisly Knight of Swords. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is reliable. This is somebody who's moving in the right direction. They're going to be cautious. They may be moving somewhat slow, but the offer is a solid offer. Moving somewhat slow, the feelings and the passion may be moving fast. But in terms of the manifestation of that energy, it's going to be reliable. And look at that. Underneath that, we have another King of Knight of Cups. What did I say? Another Nine of Cups. And look at that. I speak of the devil. Just talked about the Knight of Swords, and there he is underneath that. We've got that Three of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So this is taking a new direction. The Chariot is rolling. Could be a journey, could be a travel, could be a trip. This is things are moving. Things are coming into alignment. And there is a force of forward momentum. But this is beautiful, beautiful energy here. This is energy that you can trust. Energy that is solid. With that Knight of Swords card, it could be... this could describe a lot of different things. It could describe someone who's very articulate, very expressive, also very much in their mental energy. This could also describe you with that Ace of Swords under there. This could describe a whole new way of looking at something. But this is someone who's bringing you ideas and who's stimulating intellectually. All right, so this is where we're going to close out. We're looking at this situation. You're being told that there's promise here, that abundance is on the table. Take the time, quiet retreat from what's happening as you make these decisions, as you move forward in your life. These are beautiful, beautiful energies on the table. As I mentioned, work situation, whatever this is, whether it's work, whether it's relationship, whether it's a family. This is about you understanding who you are and what you need, and giving expression and giving life to the yearnings that are beneath the surface. I've never read the moon card this way, but somehow this is how I see this card. So my advice is like moving into the full moon energy over the next 9 or 10 days. Could be 11 days, 11, 12 days. But moving into the moon energy, it's about reflection. It's about setting your intentions. It's about being decisive. It's about putting a stop to what is no longer serving you. It's about putting your creative life force energy on the table, and also about seeing into the reality of what this is about and trusting your movement forward, trusting where you're being led. So this is a beautiful, beautiful reading today. It went very long. Please let me know how this reading resonates with you. Lots of love.